Hey, welcome to the R.A.U.L.I show again. How's everybody doing?
Good on this end, my brother.
You good? How you doing?
I'm good.
Nice.
How you doing?
I'm well.
All right, we got a little panel today, man. We're gonna be talking about actually rebooting and uniting lost energy. That's what the acronym R.A.U.L.I stands for. Rebooting and uniting lost energy, which is pretty much that part in your body and your mind and your soul that you don't really give attention to.
Yes.
Like we all sitting here, we all know that almost everything around us ain't going right. We shouldn't be hustling and bustling. Like, what did Jesus do to hustle and bustle, or Buddha or Krishna? Whatever you believe in, we're living the opposite of what we believe. So what I want to do is reawaken that thought process. And in order to reawaken that, you got to speak,
Sure.
mostly to yourself.
Yes.
But it's good when other people are also affirming what you're believing. You see what I'm saying? So this is the first part of the R.A.U.L.I show. Soon we will be having events to start gathering people to actually make that change.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you got so many chats and groups that you can talk on the computer, on these internet sites, and doing this all day, but we're not doing this.
We're not communing.
Yeah, we're not actually doing
Where's
something.
the fellowship?
The fellowship.
I
Exactly.
need to bump up against some people
Right,
and
exactly.
feel
Yes.
the vibe. I think that's healing. And I like what you
Absolutely.
said too. It's about talking.
Yeah.
Our stories are the medicine. So
Yes.
That's true, and those stories will help us. For example, I know we've talked to our grandmas and our grandpas, right?
Right.
Correct.
right.
They'll tell us something that they did back in the day. It's like, dang, how could I do that or have it work better? Or,
Yes.
sure.
or you'll just learn from them, just hearing them talk like, wait, you did that?
Yeah.
Right.
What mindset were you in to make you
Yeah.
do that?
For sure.
So that's the point of the show. We're not just sitting here trying to get so-called ratings.
Yeah.
I need the people to watch who want the fruit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
for sure.
before I go any further, I want everybody to introduce themselves.
Yes, absolutely.
We're gonna start over here.
Okay.
Miss Amber.
Yes, my name is Amber, wellness coach, intuitive healer, owner of God Body Holistic Wellness.
Come on.
I like that.
Wonderful.
Yes. I do body work, massage therapy, energy healing, wellness coaching, yoga, the whole nine, everything involved in wellness and being able to get people back to their, bringing them back to balance, but, creating a space for them to be able to heal parts of them that they didn't know even needed healing. So, yeah.
Yes.
Yep, definitely.
wonderful.
That's me.
That's wonderful.
What made you do that?
Oh man, what made me do that? Everybody always asks that question. Honestly, it was finding things that I needed myself. I have dealt with some addictions. I've dealt with some abuse and, a lot of things. I don't want to get too deep into the story on the show, but yeah, it was just my own path, walking in my own path and finding ways to heal those things, finding ways to break free from it. Yeah,
For sure. That's so great.
Thank you.
It's a genuine reason to do something.
Absolutely.
It really is.
Absolutely.
A lot of people say money, or I want to do it. I saw somebody else do it. But
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
genuine reason. I dig it.
Yeah.
What about you, Oso? How you doing?
Hi, I'm really good. Thanks for asking. Hi, everyone. I'm Oso. I am a holistic doula and body worker, massage therapist, community leader, and community advocate and educator. And I am a life coach. And my group of people is usually for women, but I realize that I can really affect the whole family. So I'm a family life coach.
Yes.
And yeah, it's been really an amazing journey and path here. So thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Man, you got to tell them about the walks you did at the mall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I realized that, wellness is super important at any phase of life. But like my pregnant mamas during the summer in Houston is brutal. So trying to get them outside to walk wasn't going to happen. And I didn't think it was healthy or safe for them to be out if that's not too like their regular day-to-day life. So I decided, let's meet at the mall. And so we would meet at the mall and we walk the mall, the whole interior of the Memorial City Mall is 2 miles.
Wow.
If you walk the whole thing, that's why we be so tired when we leave the mall, y'all.
Yes.
We really do be walking. And I found it to be so fun because like in a way it kind of like was like nostalgic, but now these girls are like rolling with their babies and like it's a whole other vibe. So I enjoy doing that. And those are coming back. I'm excited. We're going to be meeting everywhere now, of course. Yeah, so we got to be meeting out. I want to find any reason to get women together with other women is really important. And then the partners, I love that you came. I think that's amazing that you came. I haven't, I love it when the partners get involved. I think it makes the load a lot easier for the moms to just kind of flow with. And so I'm so glad. But yeah, we're out there and my business is the R.A.U.L.I Doula Co. And we're in Houston and we're everywhere. So you let me know if you need anything.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me here.
You're so cute.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks so much. I'm really, really excited. So
That's dope.
it's really good.
Be Will.
What's up? What's up, my brother?
Man, what's popping?
Good, man. I'm glad you invited me, man. I'm glad we keep in touch with one another, man. So my name is Brian. Man, I'm just trying to be an advocate for safer traffic stops. Making sure police brutality can stop doing traffic stops, man. Make a traffic stop be just that. A traffic stop and not a crime scene afterwards. So I came up with a product called Pocket USA. Right when Philando Castile got murdered, man, it was a situation. My son was in driver's ed, and within a couple of weeks, man, he was going to be driving, and I didn't want this problem landing on my doorstep. So I had to come up with a solution because there wasn't nothing out there on the market that showed me or told me that my son would be safe during a traffic stop. So instead of keep complaining about a problem, man, I just had to come up with a solution, and that's what I did with this product, the Pocket USA. I've been featured on Fox twice. I've been featured on national radio. Just trying to get the awareness out there that now we do have something to make a police officer feel comfortable doing a traffic stop and make us feel a whole lot safer.
Sure, that's so great. I love the proactivity.
Oh, yeah.
Jumping right in.
Yeah, because usually we wait till a problem land on our doorstep and then it's too late.
And then in a way, like how much closer can it be sometimes than that brown boy that walked, that brown girl that walked, that white boy that walked? Like, you know people. So I think that that's just an amazing tool to have
100%.
In that fight against safety. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Man, you got to tell them the sacrifice you made. I ain't never going to forget that when we had.
So, man, I made a couple of sacrifices, but the biggest one I made, man, was taken from my family. I took three mortgage payments away. And when I say took them away, I knew I wasn't going to be able to pay the mortgage just to get this product off the ground. So that's what I did, man. I just had to put my mind and my money, man, and it's paying off. It paid off, and we started working towards it, man.
No risk, no reward, they
I'm trying
say.
to tell you.
That's so
tell
dope.
you.
You gotta be willing to put it on the line. If you can't do a little discomfort and just applauding the family for like
they understood. They
getting
understood,
that because
man.
it can get tough.
That's why I applaud them the most, man, because it was right around the holidays and I was doing all that, man. Man. And I just explained to them when my daughter, she was young, she didn't understand, but my wife and my son, they did, and they let me work, man, and it's paying off.
Yes, that's wonderful. Congrats on that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Definition
the world
of
is getting safer each
Each
moment. That's great.
Yes.
I thought when I seen that on TV, I didn't know who had done it, but that was so dope. Now I'm sitting next to it. That's great. So cool.
So we got 3 qualified people on here with their own, walking in their own paths of life. And everybody got their own mission for whatever reason it is, but it's all genuine reasons on why we doing it, which is why I invited y'all. Because if it wasn't genuine, I wouldn't have even told you about it. Yeah.
I believe you too.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want you to be a part of it at all.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Received.
No, it's an honor for me, man, because y'all agreed to come. Like you said, man, everybody accepted the invitation.
Yes.
It's true.
Y'all could have been like, oh, okay, well, have fun.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll watch it and get some views for you, even if you did that. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
So, yeah, I appreciate y'all coming. So, we're going to talk about some topics, man. I think that we should, how y'all like the wine?
I actually wanted to do a soft promo for the wine. It's very
okay.
good.
Yeah.
It is good.
Hughes and Huntington Winery, from what I hear, is Black owned.
Rico.
Come on. So Black owned wine. I do want to say that I really like it. It has like a nice balance. It feels mature, but like still very like yummy. There's bubbles in there. So I just wanted to say this is the 5th person at the table. And we appreciate you. So thanks. Yes. It's really nice. So just want to put that out there.
Hughes and Huntington. Shout out to my boy Rico and Dav. Well, Rico and his wife Dav. They hooked me up with the wine.
Oh, wonderful.
I always work with Black businesses.
I mean.
But not just like, you know what? I don't take it commercial. I don't think like just because you Black, you're a Black business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oof.
Not everybody that has my skin color or anybody's is really about my people.
Right. Come on.
Really loves my culture. But these two, they really about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I had y'all on here.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
I got to have my people on here. So I want y'all to promote whenever you feel the need to.
Absolutely.
But yeah, shout out Rico. Everybody's enjoying it. I'm even taking a couple sips.
I'm saying.
We kept the cork in here. I heard the cork gives it flavor.
That's what we're gonna stick with.
Yeah, that's
the story we're gonna go with. Yes.
This new herbal thing I read, right, on the internet.
Good. Cork is good.
The internet always tells you
some of this cork.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, let's get to it, man. How many of y'all would like to live in an all cultural community?
Oh, I love it.
Would you want to do that?
I would. There's aspects to culture, though, that I feel we would need. Like, I think it's important to have multiple people from multiple diversities that understand why we are together. It doesn't have to be the same path forward or whatever like that, but just that we're willing to be in a space of support. And I think we're capable of it. It can be uncomfortable. It can be different. You may not always have hot water because you're hanging out in a community and they only have a whatever gallon drum. And once it's out, it's out. Like, there's a lot of things to learn to live around. But I realized over the past few years, I can live with a lot less. As long as I have the right people around that can support that journey, I can live with a lot less.
Yes.
In the material sense of things, but I won't sacrifice connection. You know what I'm saying? And those kinds of things. And I feel like we're just an under-touched, I don't know what the word is, under-embraced people as a culture. Like, so like that part is missing a bit. I think we get older, we immediately kind of like want to flee from our homeland, if you will, if that's our house, whatever.
Right.
And then we're trying to figure out how to get that old thing back. But we're like, now we have kids and now this is happening. So I think community is great. So when you're able to see different children be born, kids running around. I love seeing like when your kids are running around, it feels like life is moving around. So I think it's great. And they get to learn from different people, different approaches. So yeah, I would love multicultural. Teach me everything. I think as a doula, I have that great like backstage pass to be able to see into different cultures, because not just one type of person finds me. I'm invited into many homes, and you get to see how they run a home, and you get to like see what works or what you believe could work for you or whatever. And so I think that that's important. It keeps us sharp. I like it.
What about you, B. Will? What you think?
Yeah, I like it, man. I agree with everything also just said. But I do like the different backgrounds and culture as well, man, because you can always learn some new things and you can always bring some new things back to your family. So that's what I like about it, man. Not just keeping my kids on the one set of a mind. Just let them know it's more things out there than us.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
And I agree too. I believe it's sorry, I feel like I sound a bit loud over here.
You sound great.
Good.
Okay, good.
Sound great.
Thank you. But yes, I agree with what you were saying as well. So I definitely think it's something that it is needed in our community. I believe that because I look at the word community, you know what I'm saying? It's commune and unity. And I believe we're missing that union, bringing everybody together.
Sure.
And even when it comes to raising families, like I'm a single mom, and I know that having that community, having people around me with like-minded beliefs and like-minded goals, and just us all going in the same direction or going towards something, it would help a lot. Just to have that support, have other people to. Like how they say it takes a village to raise a child.
That's it.
I believe in that. I wholeheartedly believe in that. And luckily, my neighbors and stuff, I have some really cool neighbors around me who support me with that as well. But I think having our people in the community to be able to do that, it would just be so much greater, So, yeah.
You said multicultural. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's a common thread, honestly, amongst all people. And we all want to be seen. We all want to feel worthy. We all want to feel deserving. We all want to feel appreciated. And that really crosses many cultural, racial lines, all the things, right? And I feel like the source or the way to help is to not further alienate energy and just understand like what it would take to have you at my table, or for me to be even welcome at your table, and decide if the exchange is worth it. So multicultural, I learned so much from like Indian families, like my Middle Eastern families. I'm auntie now to every kid younger than me.
Yes.
I'm not your friend. I'm not mommy's friend over there. I'm auntie, because if she's ever not right here, and I'm going to do everything she would do. Mm-hmm. And so there you go. I'm auntie, I'm sister, and all those things. And I think in some cultures, especially Black America, like auntie is a relative. It's a relative of your family. And so think about a child who's raised by a parent that doesn't have siblings, right? Where do they get that other layer of nurture from, that other layer of attention? So yeah, I learn a lot from everybody. I feel like it's important. I think my military background as an Army brat just kind of like bust the gates wide open on that. So yeah, just being willing to understand what it would take to commune and how to be respectful in that communion is what is so important, and in that unity. And if there is a common thread for that, to lean into it and not to let anything outside of that point make you miss the point.
Right.
So, yeah.
I don't know if I would have too many cultures around me.
Oh, come on, baby. Speak on it. Talk about it. What do you mean? Because, I want to know what you mean by that.
I agree with learning from them.
Yes.
Sure.
But as I delve back into history, okay, I had a Colombian homeboy, and he would tell me a lot of his family down there look like us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And he said, you're radical, but I know some people in Colombia, his cousins in Colombia, who was radical also.
Hold on, he said you were radical?
Yeah, he says, you're radical, but I know someone, if I hooked you up with my cousins, y'all would go off the deep end. But he also has cousins where he's like, they don't really claim us.
Oh.
They look like us, but they don't really claim us. You see what I'm saying? And I think in the past, we've worked with other cultures.
Sure.
Yes.
And
100%.
I think they've screwed us. A lot of them, like, for example, I used to roll with the Panthers, right? Mm-hmm. Me rolling with them, I met some Brown Berets. So they ran into some funk, you know what I'm saying? Sure. They had a little music coming at them, and we was there. We told them the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Told them what CDs you could get. But when it was time for them to do the salsa with us, they wasn't nowhere around. And when I asked them, hey, man, what's up? Why you don't mess with us like we mess with you?
Yeah.
They was like, well, when we mess with y'all particularly, it gets deeper. And we don't want that to fall on our people. And even if you look back in the civil rights, like in the 60s and the 50s and the 60s,
sure,
you had like your Bayard Rustins, who the gays would come in.
Sure.
They worked with us. Another one, right? When we did this, and women, not black women, of course, but when the women came in, they fed off the civil rights movement.
Sure.
The gays fell off the civil rights movement. They ate off of it.
Like I mess with you, but not when it get real.
Yeah.
When it get real, like I'm
so they got to have their parades and everything, and our culture just got shut down.
Sure.
So I think that's why I wouldn't make it multicultural right away. You would have to first let me know where you coming from.
Sure.
I can't just be like, hey, yeah, you cool because you listen to whatever music.
Or show me where you coming from.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Yes.
You got to show me where you coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I think it's really important that the Black culture, Black community builds that foundation first too. Like make sure we have that, you know what I'm saying? Because you look at these other cultures and they already have that unity. They already know that. Like it's that, like it's their loyalty isn't like, you know, it's not a question. It's not a question. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's very important for us to have that, you know, have that solidness, have that foundation, and then like, okay, now we can, you know, branch out a little bit, and, you know, but making sure we solid is very important.
I recently saw a podcast that was discussing like the idea of pyramids versus like circles with, you know, different things, right? So like he was saying that if 500,000 grassroots organizations are pro-Black, there's 500,000 in the world, let's just say in the US, that is more potent, more powerful than to have one if you were to bring them all together, we all come together and like make this thing, it'll collapse on itself. The power comes in the dissemination of the same ideas, the same energy, the same impact like that. So like sometimes I feel like there's a space where I feel maybe it's a little ambitious in a way to feel like the way to get to community, we have to be solid when solid isn't something that a lot of us have derived from. And also too, Black culture is diverse. I grew up on the West Coast, up north, with a whole so Black ain't just Black. It's not just South Black. It's not just, you know, there's a lot of layers. And as I find out all the time, Black has texture. Black has different shades,
Very
right?
So.
And so in that, there's a space that has to be allowed for that thing to exist as its thing in connection to the other things. Because, you know, so that's just, I mean.
Thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah, for sure. I think, true. I mean, I didn't learn a lot. I didn't know a lot about, I mean, I can honestly tell you that for Juneteenth, I didn't learn about that till I moved to Houston 14 years ago. Never heard of Juneteenth in my life.
That's crazy.
Never heard of Juneteenth in my life until I moved here 14 years ago. And they were acting crazy in June. I said, what is going on here?
Well, it definitely, I never saw it celebrated.
Didn't know what that
about
was.
It, but I never saw it celebrated until
But in the
I came
past
here.
2 or 3 years, it's now in Target shelves.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like it's a conversation that isn't happening outside of the central area that's impacted.
Yes.
So if you have that group of people trying to talk to people from, let's just say upstate New York or Maine or wherever the heck,
right,
they maybe can't relate. And so I think it could be a little ambitious and then also too like equally like hurtful or disheartening when it doesn't come together because we have a very ambitious idea. It's just like, just do your thing greatly. Find your tribe and do that all the way.
Yeah, I didn't like how they was using Juneteenth to make money off of it.
Man, that pissed me off.
Yeah,
too.
I didn't like that.
I didn't either. When I went to Target and seen that, I was like,
shoot, I was just mad I didn't make a sticker. Shoot, I ain't gonna lie. Dang, I didn't put that sticker out there. I need to put my sticker out there.
Neither one of y'all are from the South?
Get in on that.
Yeah, I'm from Georgia, Atlanta.
Oh, you ain't never heard of it until you got to Houston?
I had heard of it, but it wasn't celebrated.
Yeah, and I hadn't heard of it until I moved here 14 years ago at all.
Funny.
In South Florida, any of the places I've lived, North Carolina, nothing like that ever discussion, ever. Never.
We celebrated it different when I was younger. We would get the families, we thought we get some food, whether it be a catfish fry, barbecue.
Sure.
Straight barbecue.
There it is right there. You know what I'm saying?
Where are you from?
Here in Houston.
Okay.
So I've been celebrating that my whole life. Yeah. I agree with you when you say that we should, you know what? I researched the Renaissance, our Renaissance.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when people from so-called South went up north, we brought culture to them, right? When they came down here, they brought in some of their culture over here.
Yes.
Same with the West, same with the East.
Sure.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So in that aspect, I agree.
Yeah.
That I do believe we should all stay in our own lane. I'm not going to tell B. Will to do what I'm doing.
Right.
And he not going to tell me to do what he doing.
Right.
Because we both respect what each other is doing.
Sure.
Correct?
Right.
And same thing with y'all. I'm not going to tell you, man, do what I do, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you wasn't doing what you doing, you wasn't doing what you're not doing what you doing. I can't do all that.
Right. Oh my God.
I don't have knowledge of all that.
I was listening to Kanye on his whatchamacallit. He was doing this thing on Netflix. Anyway, he was saying like, as much as I can write music for Jay and as much as I can write music for this guy and this guy and this guy, I can't get them to sing on a track like me. So I have to be the voice to get the music out. The music I hear in my head.
Yes.
Because as much as I can write for them, as much as I can do this, I can't get them to do it like how I hear it. So if you accept that about the person sitting next or across from you, it's never gonna be a competition. It's never gonna be that. It's just gonna be, how can I add? If I respect what you're doing,
That's it.
My grandma used to tell me all the time. She said, if you can find some people that you respect, find out how to be of service to them, okay?
That's right.
And she just, that was it. And that's okay, shoot, that's an easy lesson.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's true. No, I agree with that. We got to respect each other's craft, each other's minds.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
And just see how you can help them when you can.
Man, you two specifically. When I went to the mall.
Yeah.
And Joanna, you know Joanna.
Yes.
Y'all two, man. It was crazy because I ain't never had no one ask me, hey, how you doing, Pops? How you doing, Daddy? You good?
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't matter right now. It's about these kids and the women. But it was you and Joanna. Y'all both sincerely asked and waited for an answer.
Oh, period. We gonna lock eyes until you say something.
Yeah. You know how you ask somebody something, you be like, hey, how you doing? Hey, what you want to eat, man? You good? Like, we don't even care no more. It's just like, we just saying it because it's...
Sure.
Just 'cause.
Formality.
Yeah, just because. Just because we think we got to say it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And every time, matter of fact, the phone call I had with him on my show, I don't know how you saw the show. I don't know how I came up, but he was like, hey, man, he didn't even ask to be on the show. He said, hey, how can I help with what you're doing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Then he told me, I got a product. So then I'm like, wait, how can I help with what you're doing?
That's
Right.
powerful.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and we've never just chopped it up. This was off a phone call.
That's it.
This was off telecommunication. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
we here right now.
That's it.
Yeah.
Which is why whenever this brother call, I'm like, oh, what you need? And then vice versa.
Yeah.
He said, hey man, how can I help out? He's here.
Yeah.
And I know everybody here does, but I know he got other stuff to do just because I
Sure.
chopped it up with him.
Sure.
Exactly.
He's driving.
It doesn't
the truck.
take
He
a
could be
lot.
getting- Yeah.
It
So
doesn't take a lot.
no,
Go ahead.
no, you go.
No, I was just gonna say, I know as entrepreneurs, people always assume our busyness.
Yes.
We are busy. We are
busy as hell all the
We
time.
booked. We're all the things that you think. That is true. But that doesn't mean you can't call.
Yes.
And that doesn't mean we're not accessible. You just haven't called to figure out how accessible.
Yes.
You know, because maybe I will stop at an appointment for you. I will tell them, I am so sorry, something came up for you, but you
Right.
won't know that, and I won't know that I'm
You don't
needed
call. You don't
if
say
you don't
nothing.
say nothing.
And I might
Sometimes
need that word right now. I might need that encouragement. You know,
it's
I
a
might need whatever
thing.
it
I may
is.
need to pivot away from this
Yes.
thing of giving
Yes.
to be
To
given
receive.
to. You never know. And so in that,
Reciprocation.
it's so good. That's so
Yeah.
great to hear.
Absolutely.
And she always calling my wife. They be having all these little good.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm so
yes.
excited. No,
Having
I
these
love
little
it.
conversations. I'm like, and y'all just met like an hour ago.
Yeah, we only recently met.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, hold up, man. Y'all
I didn't
just-
even meet her at the event. I met you, but me and her,
Yeah, that's
she reached
right.
out, and we've been
Y'all got
rocking
cool.
since.
Yeah.
Yes. I love the whole space with
amazing.
Jessica. That's my girl.
She's so beautiful.
Yeah,
Can we just
she
shout
is.
out the wife?
Yeah, shout
please?
out the wife.
Yeah, the
We
wife.
love the
Yeah.
wife. She is amazing.
Yes,
she
yes.
takes care of
Backbone.
us. Say
The
again.
women are the backbone.
I'm saying,
Absolutely.
oh my God. I heard the other day the lady said, he may be the head, but I'm the neck. I said, oh, he may be the head, but I'm the neck.
I love
Ooh,
that.
baby. That'll preach. We'll take it. Thank you.
Man, I love my women, man.
Yeah.
You know what? Black women got your back.
Absolutely.
I don't know what's happening on the internet, but in my life,
Yeah.
Black women have always had my back.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even about financial or... It's
Yeah.
the simple fact that they could look at me and tell me, boy, don't let that stuff weigh on your shoulders. I'm like, what you talking about? That's a G. So, all right, just letting you know.
Yes,
You know, they'll give you some wise words.
Yeah.
Brothers too, But I just like to give salute to my women because there's a lot of women. You know, the civil rights movement, not even civil rights, in our history, in our story,
Yeah.
you hear predominantly men.
Mm-hmm.
The first word to come up when you think civil rights is who?
Man.
Give me a name.
I mean, you know, Martin
Luther King.
You don't get Coretta.
Yeah.
Give me another one.
All I could think about was Coretta, though.
Malcolm X.
You don't get Betty.
Oh, I ache for Coretta.
You know what I'm saying?
Strong women though, man.
I mean,
They held it down while they men was out there doing what they needed to do.
If they weren't them, how tall could you really stand? You know, really.
Exactly.
And so I could go all day by women, especially the brown ones. I take all the black women. Let's do it.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
They deserve to be supported. They deserve to be advocated for.
Y'all pat yourselves on
And
the back. I'm gonna help you.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pat.
My wife ain't in here. I'll
That's
pat her.
okay. We gonna hug her afterwards.
Yeah.
We are.
Yes, it's great.
Let me ask y'all this question.
Sure.
Credentials.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you get a job, they'll be like, let me see your resume. Or even if you talking to a guy, you'll be like, what you like to do with women. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you decide to pick up a load for someone, you like, where am I going? How much you paying? You know.
Yes.
What credentials should we have to be a part of our culture in order to get into the city?
Oh.
Who wants to go? Oh,
I would say where you come from. Where you come from, what's your background, what's your family history? So we can pretty much see where you're going to be going next.
Yeah.
damn, I like that.
So, and I say that because what we don't have and what we don't see, I remember being at my grandmother's house in the summer. We weren't going to the grocery store. We was going in that backyard, getting the vegetables.
Getting the
from,
vegetables.
from the garden.
Yeah.
That's how my grandmother was.
Yeah.
And that was out there in the country.
Yeah.
But when you come back to the city, you're going to the grocery store.
Right.
So you can taste the difference.
Man.
It's
So
different.
that's what I would ask, man. Where you come from?
Yeah.
What's your family background?
Yeah.
How much do you talk to your grandmother or your mother? How much do you hang out with your dad? What your dad be telling you? What your dad teach you? Did your dad show you how to shake somebody's hand?
My daddy told me. That's why I appreciated that handshake earlier. I said, all right. That was nice, baby. Look, I hung right with him too. I said, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You gotta know where they come
Trying to tell you
from.
straight
It's so true.
Yes.
It's
Straight
so
up.
true, yeah. I would say to that as well, in the connection with where they come from is really what they come from. Like what is the soil, right?
Yes.
Because it doesn't have to always, may not be a prosperity story yet. Right, you may be the first one to do in this life, in this living life, to do what you're wanting to do. So I think that's really important, and a willingness to share.
Yes.
If you're willing to share, I think that's a big credential that school can't even teach you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your willingness to give and to understand that the giving isn't even for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you can give, it's not about you when you
Yeah.
give. It can't be about you when you give. It has to be about who you're giving to and that whole thing. So I think that's really important. And another would be a credential of compassion.
Yes.
I think empathy goes a long way. It goes a long way. Don't let it be the primary bond, because then you get into like trauma bonding and all this other thing. But you do let empathy and consideration guide you. I think that's important as well
Yeah.
in the community. And like, yeah.
I was gonna go off of something similar, but I guess because we're women, we feel
Yes.
more. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So for me, it would be definitely them having an open heart. You know what I'm saying? Having that compassionate space and not necessarily what you've done, but like, what's your story? You know what I'm saying? Who are you really? And that integrity in a person. I believe that would be the judge over any credential, any piece of paper, anything that you know, who are you really?
Yeah.
Like, who are you at a soul level? Like, what are you going for? What you know, what wakes you up in the morning?
Yeah,
That sort of thing. So that would be it for me. I could give a damn. You know, like, you're a doctor. All right, cool. But what's your story? You know?
Yeah.
Right. What
Who
good
are
is a
you?
doctor that won't give?
Exactly.
Their talents.
Correct.
What if the
Correct.
dollar doesn't go as far
Yes.
Yeah.
in a minute? You know?
Exactly.
Are you going to tell us
That
that you
should
know how
be
to do
gone.
surgery or no?
For real.
Yep.
You know, so
Yeah.
I actually agree with all those.
Yeah, me too.
Boy, I miss my grandmama with them plants in the background. You couldn't even eat.
You're
till
really
they would
speaking
get grown
when you
right.
said that.
Yes.
You would have to wait. Be like, I'm going over there.
But them greens was good.
Yeah.
That collard green was big as your head. How you get a leaf as big as your head? It's there, okay. Grandma roll them super tight.
And it'd be a little garden.
Clean them all day.
Like right there.
It ain't gotta be big.
Exactly. It wasn't even
it was
big.
full of love.
Gotta be big.
I don't know about your great grandma. We call mine Grams, right?
Mm-hmm.
She go out there and have a little jazz, a little classical music. Cause she had a greenhouse, cause they built their house. Something that we don't do no more.
Exactly.
They built their houses. My uncle told me about every brick and everything in the house. I put that there. And that one's kind of crooked because your grandpa used to be on the reefer. That's what they call it. I used to talk to reefer.
Yeah.
I'm taking a nap. Okay. But yeah, I miss that, man. When you said that, I miss that. We don't build our own anymore.
We're so far gone from that.
Yo.
I would like to think we're getting closer, though. I think there's and it may be a masculine-driven thing, so just allow me just a moment. I feel like it's easier sometimes to feel like we're further from the mark than we are closer to it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, that further perpetuates, like, we got so much to do, and it's just like, no. It's very similar to your idea with your product, right? You saw a need, you assessed the need, you created the product, you invested the thing, and now guess what is solved? That issue there. That issue is solved. It's not as far away as we think. If you can make a business, if you can make somebody pay you for your idea, you have just now solved the thing.
Problem. There we
so
go.
like I don't believe in the fact that we're further away. I'm learning how to plant on my balcony.
Thank you.
I'm learning how to make peppers on my balcony right now.
That's right.
And that is an ode to the reality that I don't have a field yet.
Yes.
But I'm learning where I am. And that
Absolutely.
has to count for something.
Absolutely.
And so I think there's an aspect of looking at all the pieces. And I think it's hard for the masculine sometimes, especially the Black masculine. And this has just been my assessment, right? Mm-hmm. To see so many more glasses that are full over empty because you have your vision of what it needs to be before it's a thing, but it's happening.
It is happening.
It's happening. There's shows on TV now that are featuring Black women farmers in Atlanta doing it right everywhere, traveling, being sought after.
More herbalists, Black
we are
herbalists.
doing it like the witch, like the medicine women are coming back. There is two
Shout
sitting at this table right now.
Shout out to the
if you want to
women.
know, like we're there, baby. I can get you something that'll heal that.
Thank you.
And my great grandmother taught me that with or without her presence.
Correct.
She told me which herbs to buy. She told me that.
Mix that up, baby. No, that's enough.
That
that's
one
enough.
right there. Put it on there till it stop burning. Don't rinse it.
Yep.
We closer than it looks like. And I refuse to act like I'm not for the comfort of others. We there, guys. We are there.
We are there.
It's just we're idea and support away.
What you got to say there, B?
Man, I think a lot of it is pretty much individual, man. I don't think. So let's just say us, right? Like we all got our one thing. If we can all come together right now and say, okay, we're going to go to this spot on Cross Timbers and we're going to start a garden.
Yes. Let's do
right?
it, man.
Instead of it just being individual, you at your house, I'm at my house, you at his house.
Yes.
But if we get together right now and say we're going to go off Cavalcade right now, Saturday, we're going to go start planting seeds right now.
Yeah.
And we can get the community involved, then I will see a difference. But until we can't.
Hey, you might have said a word.
Yeah.
I'm excited to go garden.
Yeah,
These hands get hella dirty when you ask me to.
And that's how it gets started, man. It got to stop being so much of us individually doing it, which is a great thing. Hopefully somebody's watching and somebody can piggyback off of what we're doing.
Well, yeah, our children are definitely watching. That's we nurturing the next generations to come.
Sure.
But absolutely. And if you was to pitch something like, come on, let's go.
We can
do it tomorrow.
like I have a shovel. I got
Yes.
some hoes.
Yes.
And
what
I got a few hoes.
Yeah, I'm out of that.
Yeah, I don't have a hose no.
I have a few, and so
I got a
like,
wheelbarrow in the back.
we can bring the tools, and I don't got no problem getting
And that's
rid
the
of my
thing,
car.
man. And that's how community get built, man. We just got to have the right tools to build it.
It's true.
Let me
It's
ask you-
true.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
'Cause what you said had me thinking. Did you see that more when you was coming up?
Seen what?
Community.
Oh, good question.
In the country, I did. In the city,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I agree with
You, it's a big difference in the country, man. Well, when I was going staying with my dad for the summer and my grandmother in Beaumont, straight community.
Yeah.
Straight community.
Everybody knows.
Everybody know
everybody.
100%. But in the city, no.
Yeah.
Well, and then I came from a small town, and everybody knew everybody, but I saw that, my mother and a lot of the, younger moms and stuff, they were trying to get away from that because it was also a lot of stuff that they didn't like, going on in the community that was actually going on. So, that's a whole nother thing when it comes to, that closeness.
That's true. That's true.
I think,
The stories.
The roots,
in the small town.
the roots can get a little tangled.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I call
Right,
them.
yes.
Tangled
Tangled
roots. You know what I mean?
We know.
It's so, I think that community, again, is going to have to be individual. It has to be in the space of what actually feels safe.
First.
But what feels safe,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Because there is really no war. Like, we don't really have anything against the person sitting next to us. Truly, we have our agenda and they have their agenda.
Right.
So if that's the only delineation. But if you can find the common thread in those agendas, all of the other shit falls away. That's how come I love working with mothers. Because I don't care what type of mother, and I do mean what type, from wherever. There's a united conversation. Everybody want to be good at it. Everybody want to feel good.
Wanna do it and
they want to do it
accomplish
well.
it.
They want to accomplish the role.
Yes.
So that's some shit I can get behind.
Yes.
That's something I can stand on. I can help you with that.
Yeah.
Right? So figuring out what you can help with to change the tension, to
like that.
ease the tension. Because it doesn't have to be there. It doesn't have to be war.
Yes.
Sometimes it is, what are you even mad about?
Right.
It is. And
What is really
and
the issue?
And you probably
You need some.
and you probably mad about something that somebody said that ain't even true.
That ain't even
because you ain't even communicating and getting the real information.
What are you even upset about? You need a hug?
To what both of y'all said.
That little baby need a hug. Come here.
Yes. Your neck hurt. Let me massage you. Come here.
It can be simple fixes,
Yeah,
is what
very-
I'm saying.
Yes, very
I do need a massage.
We got you.
Nice.
We gonna hook you up.
Hey,
We gonna
these
hook
two,
you
they gonna get you right. What you said about the what you about to say something? My bad.
Go ahead. Because there's something about this was this is something totally different.
Yes.
The massages and chiropractors.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Oh my God.
go ahead.
Nope.
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say we work beside each other.
Gotcha.
We work beside each other.
Gotcha.
Different modality.
Yeah.
I just had a client the other day hit me up and say, "Is that a dead science? Because I heard it don't really work."
What's that?
That's what
Chiropractic work?
she called me about it. She was like, "Is that like a real thing?" And I said, "Well, sis, I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
It works for me.
Right.
It has gotten me from disalignment to alignment.
Right.
I don't really care the journey. I
Just
don't
get me
really
there.
care. Just get me
Get me
there.
there.
Like, so, I mean, they are different though. More advanced schooling for chiropractic, but they can service each other. Chiropractors work with the muscular, or the skeletal system. We work with the musculoskeletal system.
And the fascia.
And the fascia. That's around it. So
Yeah.
we work together.
Yeah. Then you got acupuncture and all these other things too. But we all work together.
Good.
We on the same
We on the
team.
same team.
No matter
Yeah.
how it feels.
We on the same team.
All right, now back to our topic.
Yes.
Back to us. Back to us.
What you said about the men,
Yeah.
I semi agree with you. I think that the type of man you talk to, I grew up a little different than. I'm not saying I'm old or nothing,
Say more.
but I know when I used to go to Acres Home or Third Ward, it was black-owned shops. Prairie View, similar to Beaumont. It was all black folks out there.
Sure.
The hotels,
Sure.
the grocery stores wasn't nothing but a farmer's market.
Yeah.
Really?
It was a tent. It was a shed. I'm sorry. With the I don't know if y'all had them out there, but with the little metal roofs where the water came down when it started raining, it'll be a
to
farmer's
catch the water?
Yeah, to
Yeah,
catch
yeah,
the
yeah.
water. And it'll be a market to where all the farmers will bring their stuff out there. Sure. And even 1960, it used to be a real farmer's market. You used to drive down 1960 before they started building
Everybody out
stuff.
there with their stuff.
Everybody. Mm-hmm. So I think when you talking to certain people, they saw something different. And we think that now it's further away because we saw it get further away from us. You know, where it was accessible to me.
100%.
You see what I'm saying? I seen it. I don't get none of my knowledge or my history from a book or no internet.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you to you straight from the horse's mouth.
Yes.
While I'm petting the horse.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I think sometimes some of us have seen stuff get further away.
Sure.
And others, depending on what, I don't like to say age group, but when you grew up.
Sure.
Now it's not as accessible to me.
Sure.
And that irritates me.
I get it.
I hate it.
I hear it.
I used to be able to go down to Acres Home in 3rd Ward and express how I feel.
Sure.
And have an OG be like, come here, man.
Yeah.
Come here.
Yup.
Get your ass over.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me and my daddy got pulled over one time. I never forget. This happened more than once, but the one time, man, we got pulled over. Used to be streets in Acres Home in 3rd Ward you can go down. Yeah. To where if you got pulled over, now the real gangsters coming out. Now they really coming out like, what's up, Pop? You know, that's what they call my dad. You know, what's the problem? Y'all can go ahead and go. We'll talk to the cops. You don't have that no more.
Damn.
You don't have no like you get all these cats out here with the blue rags and whatever they want to, whatever they doing. But it used to be people out here who was really, and you wouldn't even know they had a gun because they didn't pull it out unless they intended to use it.
Yes.
They didn't show nothing. They look at that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think sometimes with us, it's not just men. You see some of the women, some of the elders that'll tell you certain things they didn't have to deal with that you got to deal with now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I agree with that. I agree with you saying sometimes it is like we think it's far away because I've seen it literally walk farther away from me.
Me too.
That, can I just tell you, so the whole time you were talking, oh my God, the vision that I had, right? This is the equivalent of what you're saying, right? It felt like as if you're like sitting in the back of a car and you're like driving away from like your home and you don't know where you're going. How, like there's like there's a fear there. There's a fear that drives the anger, that drives the, I gotta change this right now. This needs to feel different, be different, whatever. And I was just like, whoa. So I appreciate the way that you expressed yourself because when you've had resource, you've had resource and resource begins to deplete and the people around you are not rescuing the resource.
Yes.
They're not realizing that we're gonna need that water. We're gonna need you to hold on to the land. We're gonna need you and the people around. It begins to feel like unsafe.
Yes.
Unkept, unsafe.
Baby, when I tell you the visual I just got, I appreciate the way that you express that because it helps me to further understand a lot of brown and black people black men. And I've been on a crusade to really understand black men since my father passed. And I really want to understand because he left me with more questions than answers. You feel me? Not about the type of man he was, but just about why he and who he and where he chose from. Right? Because I think my mom is the business. I think she's amazing. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to stay close to her. So I don't know how that broke down. Right? But I'm watching. And so listening to you express that in that way just felt like resources leaving, neglect even. Not like neglect of your comforts, of your safety, of your resource. The backyard is no longer plants because grandma's not there tilling the plants. And the people aren't there and your kids aren't doing it because it wasn't important enough to make sure that your kids are doing it because grandma wanted to do it all by herself. Right. So she doesn't tell you how to do it again. So then they just stop sharing. And now we're just stuck here like I know that I know collard greens come up out the ground.
Right.
I don't know how to get them up out the ground, but I know they can.
seeds, yes.
Show me the real watermelons with the seed.
Thank you.
I miss the ones with the seed. That was my favorite, shooting them at people.
Spit them out.
To hit you with a few of them for it to be real. If I can't. So that is, so when you were expressing that, I'm so glad that you did, because that gave me a visual picture of something I have felt and misunderstood for such a long time. I didn't understand the what feels like this anger, but it's like reminiscent of like abandonment, of like neglect, of people taking your resource. They've taken your blanket. You're cold now. You're hungry now. Imagine how somebody would act cold and hungry over,
and then you learning about
over
what
decades.
this shit is in the store. And
Over,
you're like, what
yes,
is this?
over decades, over generations. They've been without resources, getting scarce. Baby, you said a word today.
Yeah, you definitely said
You said a word, baby. You did, okay? All I can think about is grandma's garden.
Yes.
Yeah, I miss
We're
those
going to be
days.
all right. I do.
Oh no, we gonna be good. It's just
I'm
I think
excited.
Yeah.
I'm
But it's
excited.
like she said, it's coming back. It's coming back. So, and I just take me for an example, like when I say individual. So I used to, every year, right before Christmas and before school, you buy new school clothes for your kids. So we don't throw old stuff away. I go take it and give it to the people.
Sure.
Right. And I had a good buddy of mine. He was doing the same thing, but we was doing it separately. So I reached out to him so we can do it together. So now we can do more.
Yeah.
And we've been doing more so long, man.
Yeah.
He gave me an address. I forgot so he goes out there now. That's what he do. And I go out there once a week. Now I was going once a month. Now I'm going once a week.
Sure.
And he doing it every day.
Where y'all going? Talk to me.
It's right.
you forgot.
I'm gonna
last
get you
time,
address.
too.
He
gonna follow
sent me
up.
the
I like
address.
that.
I
I'm following
promise
you
you. He
because I
sent me
like it. I
the
like it.
address. I got the address in my phone.
Yes.
We do it every Sunday, man. We do food. We do clothes. And it ain't much, but it's something.
It's something.
It's much.
Something.
It's much.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
It's a
Can
lot.
I say
There
it's
you go.
much?
Yeah, appreciate that.
I think it's really important that we just stop acting like we
It
ain't.
doing. Yeah. You're
I
right.
agree
Can
with you.
You're
I
right.
agree.
You're right.
really, really
Yeah,
are.
You're right. Respect. I respect
we
that.
really are
I
doing
respect
it.
that.
I just be telling my friends, I say, girl, I know you think you know me, but Tasha ain't never popped her shit like she finna do going forward. I ain't never, I walk around, I look humble, I'm hanging now, I'll get down with anybody. But it's time to pop that shit because I be
Pop it.
forgetting.
Yeah.
I forget. And then you stand in rooms and you feel like an imposter. You're doing the work.
You're doing it.
You
You're
can
that
stand
person.
toe to
You're that
toe
person.
with goodwill. You could
Yes.
stand toe to toe.
Yep.
And in the sense of what you're creating, if you're looking for a
Yep.
bigger idea, you're doing the
You're
shit.
doing it. Grandpa gone, but you here now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Period.
You carrying
Ooh,
on the
and
mission.
grandpa. Don't
Yeah.
talk to me about ancestors, honey. Because granddad's like, tell him what I told you, baby.
Yes.
I was like, let me tell you what he told me. You're doing it. And
I like
so
you.
just refuse to buy into what is truly not true for you. If it's not true
Respect.
for you, then don't take it on. You're doing it.
Yeah.
Now, it may look away, but you're doing it and you're raising sons. They need to know the fabric of where they come from.
Correct.
And that's what it is. So I just
agree.
wanted to
You
say
know what?
that.
Thank you.
I seen a little O interview, right? I'm sorry, you want to say something?
No, go on.
I seen a little O interview and O was like, sometimes you got to pop your shit, man. When you was just saying that. Sometimes you got to pop your shit. And you're right. Sometimes you'll be around people who got these so-called titles.
Yes.
And they over here saying words and everybody's like, oh my God, he's so smart. And,
So profound.
well, yeah, so profound. And it's like, let me give it to you like this. Number one, I know who you copying off of. Let's keep this 100. Number two,
Keep it a buck 50.
you not going to come in the streets with me.
Right.
Because you're going to get got. Because they going to smell that shit before you even get in the street. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
So sometimes you do got to pop your shit. And I don't think that's being egotistical. I think that's getting rid of the bitches.
Yes.
I think that's getting rid of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The predators. You see what I'm saying? If I go out here and say, if you touch one of these babies and I'm here, I'm going to exactly.
Period.
Do it. I don't want you to do it. I dare you. I dare you. That's going to be the last time and that's all I'm going to say.
And they
'Cause
should know that.
Yes.
They need to know
They need
that.
to
They need to know that.
I don't want you to ever feel safe enough to
to
try
do
it.
that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Not around me.
I don't want you to even look. You're not gonna. This is one thing. This is one thing I got from my daddy and my uncles and the OGs I was around. You're not gonna touch my little babies.
Period.
That go from 18 on down, because I was a baby from about 18 on down. I thought I was grown at 18.
Yeah.
I thought I was grown at 21, but I was still a baby.
I'm still growing.
So even so, let's do 21 on down.
Sure.
You're a baby to me.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody gonna touch my babies. You're not gonna touch my women. I don't care what age you are.
It's facts.
You're not gonna touch my women.
Period.
Because I don't look, if I'm working for security or anything, I'm on a regular basis. I've seen couples get into it. I've said, hey, brother, I know she's pissing you off. Y'all probably been together for a minute.
Yeah.
But y'all not gonna fight out here.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have to take that to the car.
Not in front of me.
Yeah, not in front of me. Just I'm not telling you what to
I feel
do.
secure right now. Thank you. I like that.
Seriously.
For real.
But
We need
just
that.
don't
We
do
need
it in
that.
front of me. Number two is because couples is like, wait, you trying to bump? No, check it. Cause these popos, somebody gonna call them.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna call them in a minute.
Yeah.
So not only is you giving me a breath of fresh air, because that's a lot to download,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I'm keeping y'all out of trouble. Because this really gonna piss me off if I see some damn pigs pull up trying to take you out for no
Go
reason.
two ways.
Right.
Exactly.
You going to jail or they gonna shoot you.
Exactly. And I'm gonna be the one to tell the cop to get on about his business.
Yep.
Sure.
Because I'm one of them.
Like the OGs.
Exactly.
It's okay to become what you don't see.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's okay to become it.
It is.
I think that's great.
So
We should feel safe.
We need more popping the shit.
I think so.
We
I
need
feel
more
like
of that. I
it's
agree
a
with
good,
that.
it's a good vibe. It's okay.
It is.
It's okay. I don't care how you see me.
There you go.
It's great. I think it's great. I know what I'm doing. I know why I'm doing it. And that's the point.
it.
So to know that we can be safe in those places, and not only safe, but soft,
Yeah.
we appreciate. And knowing that you can also not only be safe, but soft,
Yeah.
and also like not feel like your dignity is in check is an issue, because it's not. Like that's all we're asking is like, don't impugn my dignity while you're saying you're trying to help me. Help me out.
Right.
Yeah.
Help me really for real.
Thank
you know? And so I just think it's the most amazing experience to be able to really sit in a space of advocacy and also a space of empowerment for yourself. Because that's what your kids are looking at.
Yes.
They want to see how you reacted when that so-and-so walked up and said so-and-so. I want them to know that I'm the craziest bitch they ever met. I want my nieces and nephews to know that Gigi, if I have
mess
to
with
call
her.
my Gigi, it's already too late for you.
Yeah.
Because I'm on you in every way that I can be, baby. I want you to know.
Every dimension. Don't
You're
play
gonna,
with me.
you're gonna feel it.
Don't play with me.
Gigi gonna call them OGs out.
Period. And the ancestors and the
All
ancestors too.
of 'em.
All of them.
Come on.
You can all come. All of them.
Correct.
You can all get here. So this is just the best.
Yeah.
I think it's the best. I think this lets us know that we're closer than we believed that we were, maybe even before sitting down. So let's release the narrative that we aren't where we actually are. We are there.
We're
Let
there.
the story go so then you can paint a new one.
Yeah.
We can't write old chapters.
right.
We just
it's gonna
can
look
read 'em.
different. It's gonna look different.
Just make your own book now.
We
I'm
got
say-
technology and all these other things into play, but it's gonna look different. But we here.
Yeah.
We're definitely here.
I think we need you were saying about time, then I'm gonna give everybody a last word. I think that sometimes time gets in our way
Sure.
or is an interference. You remember something, I remember something, y'all remember something. We didn't look. I didn't have these things when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I didn't have no cell phone. I had telephones.
Sure.
We had answering machines. You know what I'm saying? If you walk to somebody's house, the neighbor will tell you, "Oh, they gone."
Yeah.
We had to know. It was like a sixth sense. It was like a first sense.
Right.
I'm not gonna walk to his house at this time because I know so and so ain't gonna be there. I'm not gonna go over here at this time. He get off at this time. He ain't gonna make it back to this time. We didn't have that quick accessibility as we have now. You see what I'm saying? So I think sometimes time, or like you said, technology. Some of us is like, this is how I do things.
Right.
Let's do them this way. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So I think sometimes time gets in the way. I'm gonna give everybody a last word real quick. We'll start with the ladies first, and then we'll head that way.
Last word on the topic. Or we just closing out?
Last word on the topic. Anything you got coming up? Anything you just want to say?
Yeah, well, I definitely think that we should have a part 2 to this.
I
believe
it.
there were some things that we didn't cover that I think should be covered, and I would love to hear y'all opinion on some of the other things that we didn't address too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely think there should be a part 2. But as far as me, I do have an energy healing course coming up March 30th.
Okay, March 30th.
You can find me at God Body Holistic on Instagram, also on Facebook and a few other platforms, but those are the main ones. But yeah, I'm here. I'm in Houston. I'm
doing it up,
doing my thing. Yeah. So y'all can find me there.
Give me your name real quick.
Yeah. I'm Amber. What do you mean my name?
Your name, your IG, all that stuff.
Yeah. God Body Holistic and Energy Healing. Healing Energy. Sorry, Healing Energy. Innergy on Instagram and God Body Holistic.
You said INHER?
Yeah.
ENHER.
Oh, okay.
Innergy.
Innergy. Oh shit, I like that.
Yeah.
I might steal it.
Nah, you can't steal it. It's already it's already got. But yeah, you can find me there. And again, like I said, I got that course coming up.
When? March 30th?
March 30th. I'll be teaching other people who feel called to do this work.
And you're going to be doing this course on a regulatory basis?
Yes.
It's just going to be starting
It start March 30th, and we're just going to be rolling it out from there. So, yeah.
Oh, I dig it. Y'all look that up, man. Give me your Instagram one more time just to make sure they know.
Yes. At Healing Energy. That's HEALINGENHERGY and God Body Holistic.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah. On my end, I am starting to write more. So I'm starting a writing group called R.A.U.L.I. And we're going to talk about like everything from petitions to, just writing a book, short stories, poems, things like that. Like I think a creative expression is nice. So we'll be meeting starting in March. You'll find some more information about that at my Instagram. It's at original_OSO, OHSO. And yeah, find me at R.A.U.L.I..com. Right is WRIGHT, DOULA.com. So R.A.U.L.I..com. And this was a really great forum. I appreciate the conversations that were able to be had and the bridges that were able to be built in this. Okay. And so just continue. I'm appreciative to be in a space where voices are valued. That's important. So I appreciate the space that you guys have made for us and for me personally to just be here. So thank you for the invitation. Many more can follow. Feel free to let me know. And
part 2 on the way.
Yeah, part 2 will come back.
All the parts loading.
Yes.
So we're thankful. And you guys just continue to honor yourselves. Self-honor is the best medicine.
So for me, man, it's a saying. If you want to go fast, do it by yourself. But if you want to go far, you need to do it with people. So that's what I like to do, man. I'm always trying to see how I can help the next person, what we can do to collaborate and do things together. I also got a book I wrote with 7 other people, man. I'm chapter 3. The book is called Our Shades of Black History. It's on Amazon. It's only $19. So yeah, man, we wrote a book. We got some people together, man. We met on a clubhouse. Y'all heard the clubhouse?
Yeah.
So some people, man, from Mississippi, from Houston, from Cincinnati, from Atlanta. Nice. Man, we just got together, man. The vibe was right. So we all just wrote a chapter. Miss D wrote her chapter about being divorced. She didn't know how she was gonna make it once she left her husband. She was married for 20-something years and just decided it's time to let it go because he wasn't right to her. Tedrick Holmes, man, he's from Houston. He wrote about how he just didn't have it coming up. His parents just didn't have it. So he went to the military, did good. Starting school now because he want to give back to the community. We have Miss Anita, she LGBTQ community, and she was also in the military, man. So it's just some great people I ran into, man. And I just like to keep building off of that, man. So you guys can also check me out on our social media, The Pocket USA on everything, man. And just reach out to me, man. I would love to help any kind of way I can. Please do not hesitate to call and ask for anything.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Man, I dig that. I appreciate all y'all coming. Nah, I sure do, man. Cause y'all look, I'm not nobody yet.
Man,
And
go on.
y'all-
No, go on now.
No, well, what I'm saying is, I'm not like
But you are.
so-called, but y'all came, so
I mean, you somebody, brother. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
yeah,
Definitely
man.
you are
appreciate it.
definitely
You're
somebody.
somebody.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and I appreciate y'all giving me the attention and time because time is very valuable.
Yes,
It
yes.
is.
Everybody's time is valuable, and you decided to spend your time with me, so I
Sure.
value that. You see what I'm saying? The community's gonna be built soon. Everybody's not invited.
Come on, you better let them know. You better let them know.
That's great.
Everybody's not invited. This ain't that type of community.
Exclusive.
Yeah. We're gonna have some events coming up, man, next month probably, where I'm about action.
Yeah.
That's all I know. That's all I know since I was young. My dad said, don't say nothing unless you're gonna do it.
Period.
And if you say it and you don't do it, then we got issues. And I didn't want to have nothing to do with that man if we had issues. And so it's gonna be tangible action, building liberation. And I'm gonna have one free event and one paid for event.
Sure.
Okay.
The free event, I just want everybody to come out and network. Even if it's not with me, you might find someone out here that you just like, oh, you want to do this too? So I want to have truly networking. Like really, we're like, hey, I do this, I can do this to help you.
Yes.
We can put all of our stuff together and we can start making moves. We're gonna help, like you said earlier, individually, we gotta hold ourselves accountable. We gotta take what we all do individually and then put it in the group.
Sure.
It's like this wine right here. It ain't just one fruit in here.
Period.
It take 3 or 4 fruits, the glass, the sticker, all that. That's how you got wine. Then you still got to add the elements of weather by chilling it cold for it to have that taste. You see what I'm saying? Same with water with you. The best water is that well water. I don't know where y'all from. I know you probably had it.
Yeah, I had it.
The elements under the ground, you pull it up and you drink it, you feel better instantly. So we need to start drinking that well water. You see what I'm saying? We need to start getting these fruits,
That'd be a
combining
great
it, and
business
chilling it.
name
What, well water?
Well, water.
for what you're talking about. Like a great movement in general.
Movement.
That would,
movement.
yeah,
From
if
underneath.
you know the science behind the well
Yeah.
water, that would
Pretty good.
You can mess around and pull up an animal out of there,
Man.
and your water is still good.
Feel good.
You just gonna
and
push
cold.
the yes,
Cold.
instantly.
Cold.
It's like the perfect temperature. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna be doing that table talk, table to table events, and we all need a. We were talking about
We
plans
will.
earlier on Cavalcade.
Yeah.
Off camera, we need to actually set something up and
For sure.
see if we could.
Because it's laying out here, we just got to get the approval and see what we can get. Man, it's laying out here,
Exactly.
bro.
Yeah.
Because if they
Exactly.
can do it, we can do it.
Exactly. And it don't, I be looking land up all the time. It don't cost too much
Yeah.
if we all work together
Bringing
and
it
do
in
something.
together.
Yeah.
I tell you.
To get the land and then we could all live off the land.
And we all don't have to be under pressure because we got help now.
We got
Exactly.
help. Yes.
Exactly.
I'm on board.
So bring your skills.
Yeah.
Bring your skills.
Bring your hose, bring your shovels.
I like to bring my
Bring your
hose
wheelbarrows.
everywhere. We bring our hose everywhere we go. You never know when you
Dude.
gonna need a hose. You know. We're talking about garden tools. Relax. You never know. We gotta break ground.
There you go.
So
This is great.
y'all look out for R.A.U.L.I Radio, Rebooting and Uniting Lost Energy. You can add me on Instagram. I'm more of a face-to-face person. So if you catch me in the streets, come holler at me. You see what I'm saying? You can hit me up on Instagram. Okay. Come to the events. Y'all reach out to everybody here. If you need a massage, if you having a baby, you got the doula, you got the massage, healing. March 30th, she got her course. So y'all reach out to everybody. This is R.A.U.L.I Radio. We will see you on the next episode. Peace.
Out.